All right, so first thing is, right, go from the collar tie. If I can't clear, so you can either clear and try to work to something else, or you just get caught here and you're gonna have to deal. If I don't do anything here, he's gonna snap me down. So I have to either to put my hands on the ground and then he's gonna go behind, right? So if I'm here, I'm messing with this, I can't clear it, Kevin's gonna go, he's gonna take my back, he's gonna set up his game. I'm in the worst position right off the bat. So when we're here, right, if we can't get rid of this or we wanna work from here, this is gonna be one of your best bets right here. So now because I have this kind of, I'm pinning his arm or trapping his arm with my arm, let's turn this way, right? And I don't want to just hold like this, like I'm not just coming straight down, yeah. What I want to do is I want to turn, so I get as good a grip as I can. You see my hands, not here, right? You should see my fingers, and I'm going to turn. And you see that actually turns his elbow in. So that actually makes him a little bit weaker. So just to reiterate, right, if I just come here and I come straight down, it's probably not going to have that. I mean, it's still okay. If he still tries to snap me, I still have some resistance here, okay? But if I really want to turn this to my advantage, I want to get underneath. You see how my elbow comes high and I roll it. And now Kevin, he's going to feel a little bit more in his shoulder, right? And I'm really like bringing my elbow, talking about the critical concepts of getting your elbows down. We're not just light here, we're rolling it, okay? So we're here, and now when Kevin goes and tries to, if he goes to the second hand, right, you can defend too, right? Like you have a hand too. So here you might be hand fighting, right? Okay? So at least this is gonna buy you some time. You can accomplish something similar by coming across, right? And pulling down and turning, right? And I like to turn my shoulder across, but that's not as effective. He's pretty strong. This is gonna like kind of stop me. So in those cases, if I can, I like to get that over tie and I'll peel it off, okay? And so now we're on the 2-on-1, okay? So we're here, you have two options. Depends on whether you like to here, come across, peel that off, okay? Or here, okay? Those are both good. They're both gonna stop the snap until he brings that second hand. If I let him bring the second hand, he's gonna switch off his grip. Look, now I'm gonna get snapped to the other side. So you can't get complacent or be naive. If I'm here, he starts reaching with that arm, I've gotta block it, right? And this is where now we start doing some offense because we've trapped the arm. So we want, if we're ready for this, we want this arm to come across. He's giving us an opening, okay? So if you're going to drill this, you want to have your partner step into you. And that makes that, do you want me to get the crash pad?
No, it's fine.
All right, so you got to get in right away. If he comes across with this, you can even bait him a little bit, right? He's going to come in, right? He's going to try to break this off. Right? You can bait here. When you go, I can back step. So my left leg, I can back step. And so that way, my shoulders are staying over my hips. The danger is if I take a step here and my hips get out in front of my shoulders, then Kevin's going to be able to take me back. So if we're here and we want to turn, we have to have this. If we want to go here, it's the same idea. We're going to get heavy on that one.
So you're like really reaching.
And pulling, because that's going to go on my shoulder. So you turn my shoulder, now you can do a so, right? Now realistically, is the person going to just let you do that, right? Probably not. But what that does is it creates heat. Now I'm, yes.
I think it's a nice little starting attachment where I feel like I'm really connected here, and then I'm trying to maintain this tension. As we move here, I'm trying to push and pull.
Can't be with any hesitation. So if you're here and you step, right? You're here like this. You back step. You want to go right to your knees. Okay? And so that's going to let you still be in a good position. So yes, all right? I don't want to step past your foot, right? So my hips are not going to be, or my shoulders are not going to go behind my hips. So yeah, so if we're here like this, come this way, so people can see. So when I go back step. And then when I turn, right, I wind up on top, facing down, on my knees. So if you want to practice this, you can just think of like here, you don't even have to step. You go 1, 2, but then move through. Yep.
I feel like you just give a little bit more.
Yeah. And this will get a lot more momentum as I'm pushing into you.
Yeah.
Right? So if I'm fighting in, right? If I'm pushing in, that's a lot bigger. And you start pushing into me, I'm going to push back. So often when we're here, and I do peel this off, and you get into this traditional 2-on-1, okay? I've found in my experience that I almost never finish from this position. It's annoying to him, but either he'll post on my head or my shoulder and he'll push away, and he retracts his arm, or I try to lean on it, and he guillotines me, okay? When you're here, and he would keep his head high. So as Kevin tries, like if he even tries to get to my head, right, it's hard, right? Because why? I'm not bent over. So, here. So even if I take this off from here, I'll still take that first hand, that underhook, and then I take my head to the other side of his back. All right, and so now, Kevin can try, right? He's never going to catch me back because my head is hiding behind his shoulders. But unless you're like a contortionist from the circus, it's going to be hard to get to it. So, however you get to the 2-on-1, 1, 2, and then as Kevin goes, you start to drop onto your knees. And then that's going to bring him to his knees.
All right.
Yeah.
Here, and then you were...
Yeah, because right here, now you can go front headlock if you wanted to. Right? Now you can roll through. And all you're doing, the takedown is like, it's silly almost. As Kevin comes to the side, to like circle, I'm just going to drop down and look, I'm right on his back. It doesn't get any easier than that. Drag, or as a 2-on-1 here, if I keep my head lazy, then yeah, he can drag me. So I have to seal his head. So now when he goes to drag me, okay. But if I'm here, right, and I take Kevin down, and he gets back up here, right? It'll work right into the other one that he had. So we did this one too, where we were like in this over-under, and it's the same idea where you come in, right? And now Kevin is going to be...
Am I doing stuff?
I don't know. What would you do if the person's here? Yes. Yes. So you go, he wants to go to the back. Yeah. Oh, and then you do the death blow.
So that's the body lock one.
That's either the body lock or the over-under.
I'm trying to...
Right? So if I'm here and he goes body lock, see, look at all this space. Right? Here.
Dropping down.
You gotta, so another way to think of this is when I go here, I have that A-frame again.
Yeah.
Right? So
my hand is going down because you're grabbing it.
Right. So you want to be, like you should be able to get to your, so if you try to pull your arms out, yeah, it's hard. Right? And so that's not going to help. So when I'm here, don't think of this, Kevin, don't think of like stepping this way. Think about stepping that. Yeah. So here.
All right. Let me try.
Are you want to do body lock or you want to do over?
Yeah, how do we get into that?
So if I'm here with the body lock, or even any kind of over under.
So,
like if you just drop to your knees here, like get your connection. Yes.